Hey, welcome back to Redbanditracing. In this video, we're unboxing a brand new RC car. Stand is from Traxxas, and they just started making these. There is a 1/8 and a 1/10 scale, I believe, or a 1/8, 1/10, and a 1/5. So the 1/8 fits every other car, and the 1/5 is for the X-Max and the XRT. And we have the 1/8 because we don't have any 5th scale. As you see, we are going to be testing all of these cars on the stand to see how good it is. We got the little Stampede with a thin chassis, then all the other cars leading up to the big flat chassis from the Sledge. So we're going to be testing how good it is on all the cars. And I do believe you need to install the assemble these from the box or not. This does come pre-installed, and that's actually really useful because it fits Traxxas' theme of everything being ready to run. But I do know you do need to install the 5th scale one. And this is our current stand. The only problem I have with it is it's loose, and the more you spin it to rotate your car while working on it, it gets looser. But with this stand, it does not shake. It feels durable too. And there is this knob, and if you flick the knob, it's free spin. It does not raise or go down. And in any position, I think there's 16 positions. Let's check the box just to be completely correct. Yeah, so it's 360 degree, and it locks in 16 different positions. So while you're working on your car, you can rotate it, relock, and it stays solid. And this does fit 1/10, 1/8, 1/24, no, not 1/24, 1/18, and 1/16. So even your little crawlers can be used on this stand as well as your giant sledge. So that's actually pretty cool. We're gonna start with one that is probably the reason why we got a new stand. The Traxxas Bandit does not work on the stand we have because it's a 2-wheel drive, and the motor is in the back, the ESC is in the back, everything's in the back of this car. So the weight distribution is pretty bad, and it's hard to work on a stand. But it fits right on if you place it right. I mean, it's a bit shaky, but this is a lot better. It doesn't rotate side to side, just a little bit in the back. It's pretty good. It works pretty good with the Traxxas Bandit. Now let's do a really interesting one that I don't think it's gonna work. The Traxxas Stampede. You guys see that really thin rectangle chassis? I don't have much hopes for this one. We place it on. The body is kind of getting in the way. Let's tuck that in. That's in. Spins freely. Stuff out of the way. Yeah, this stays on. The thing that I was most concerned about is these little notches at the front and the back of the chassis that protect that servo saver. It just goes straight on. It's another 2-wheel drive, so it's going to be a bit rocky. I believe all the 4-wheel drives are going to sit really secure. Yeah, that's on pretty solid, so that's actually pretty good. Now let's check the Rustler 4x4 VXL. This is a flat chassis, so it should support this one really well. The weight distribution is pretty good on this car too. That is solid. This is not going anywhere. And we all have that one person, let's just say Steve. Steve's really bad at working on cars. He always bumps them. Let's do a Steve test. Steve approved. Now check the Traxxas Max. We're getting much bigger, much heavier. And that just clicks right in. This fits perfect. Another flat chassis design. This is going to fit these flat chassis perfectly. Yeah, this does not go anywhere. We can relock it and it stays solid. Now what you're probably wondering, maybe, is what if you're working on your car upside down? Because a lot on the Max you have to do upside down, like the chassis, all the skid plates, the diffs. If you flip the car upside down, right, that's on. Does not go anywhere, does not squish the antenna, does not squish the motor wires. That's in really secure. So this stand is fitting all the cars so far. Let's get into the biggest one yet, the Traxxas E-Revo. And yes, it is broken at the moment. Fits right in. Let's have it with the body. With the body. Even with the body, this is not going anywhere. This stand is perfect. It fits these cars perfectly. All right, now let's test the biggest car we own, the Traxxas Sledge. Even with this weight, even with the size, Steve test doesn't do anything to it. I'm putting a lot of force and it is not moving. The stand's actually really good. Relock it, spin, maybe hit the camera. Yeah, this works perfect. Even if you flip it upside down, even with the body, it stays secure. If you ever need to flip it upside down for your body because you don't know what you're doing, you can. This just makes it so much easier to work on your cars, and I think I hit the camera, okay. This makes it so much easier to work on your cars, and you no longer have to worry about using tires as stands, because using tires as stands sucks. Now let's test something that you're probably not going to use on a Traxxas stand, but you could. The arm of Gorgon. We're going to test it straight. The chassis lines up in this dip. It's another two-wheel drive, so it's not going to be all that secure. That's pretty secure. I mean, if you're careful with it, this is not going to go anywhere. And if we turn it, get onto those foam pads, that clicked in. I don't know if you guys heard that. That is perfect. This stand is secure. This holds your car steady. I think this was built for the Gorgon. This isn't built for track. This is an Arma stand. Yeah, this Gorgon fits perfect. So yeah, this stand just fits everything because it's pre-assembled. I hit the camera again. So this stand is just perfect. It looks nice, it feels nice, it's smooth. And even if you break it, it's pretty simple to work on. You just unbolt this with a wheel nut, with a wheel hex. So this is actually a really good stand. We're gonna be using this a lot on our repair videos. And if we do ever get an X-Max, we will be getting the 5th scale one, and that is a much bigger stand. You do have to assemble it just a little bit because it's too big to fit in the box pre-assembled. So it fits all of our cars. This will fit all 16th, 1/18th, 10th, and 8th scale cars. I know we didn't test the Merv, but alright, so I almost forgot the Merv, the 1/16th scale car. And Traxxas says this fits 1/16th and 18th as well. That might be the most secure one yet. This pops right in. If you rotate it, Steve tests. Steve is not going to be dropping this anytime soon. Yeah, this is really secure. Flip it upside down. Still works perfect. This stand just truly fits every Traxxas car. And we didn't test all of them. Like the Traxxas Slash has the same chassis as the Rustler pretty much, so that's going to work. So any car you have that is not a 5th scale will probably fit. Even Arma cars, low C, I think almost any RC car besides 5th scale can fit on this stand. So we will be using this stand a lot in our repair videos. If you guys like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.